Hey y'all, this is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am going to be testing out and giving a little bit of a review for the new Colourpop Lil Ray of Sunshine collection. But before we get into that, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Also be sure to give this a thumbs up if you like this video, if you like product reviews. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So as we all probably know by now, Colourpop is a brand that releases products, like several collections, probably at least 2 collections a month it seems. I, can't keep up with Colourpop. Their collections though are always super cute and super themed, and I almost got the succulent collection because I absolutely love succulents. I love succulents. It's my favorite. I actually like succulents more so than I do flowers. But the colors to me didn't make me like, ooh, I gotta get that. So I was only gonna be buying it for the theme. But then, like the next week, they released a sunflower collection. And sunflower is my favorite flower. My room, up until I was about 15 years old, decorated all in sunflowers. I love sunflowers, I just had to have it, and I really liked the colors of these. So I didn't get everything in the collection. I just got a few of the products. I got 5 products. I did get the eyeshadow palette, I got the 2 lip glosses, and I got the 2 eyeliners. A couple of these, like I've never tried a Colourpop eyeliner before, so I was really excited about that, and I knew I had to get my hands on that, because I have heard great things about their gel liners. Let's start with the eyeshadow palette. Like most of their collection palettes, this is a 9 shadow palette. What's unique about this one though is that it is a completely matte palette. And if you've watched my channel at all before and have seen any of my other eyeshadow palette reviews, you might know that I love a palette that is mostly mattes. I feel like when you have mostly mattes, you can do so much more with a palette than if it was mostly shimmers. If you have a 9 shadow palette like this, I like for at least 6 of them to be matte. So this is what the palette looks like. This is the layout. There is, if you'll, rude. All right, so, I don't even remember what I was saying. I love this. It would look cute if you display your eyeshadow palettes. I think it would look cute to display. And I love the colors that it has because it has warm tones, but it does also have some cool tones and some neutrals. So I think this is a great all-around palette. So taking us through our swatches, we have the shade Suns Out, Vitamin D, Happy Place, Blissed Out, Sunnies, Vibey, Limoncello, Chillin', and Sun Giant. And I will say all of these swatches that I did on my arm, I went in twice. Moving on to how I created this look that is on my eyes right now. So I knew that I really wanted to do a look that kind of featured the eyeliners, especially this gold one. I was super excited to get this one. It's not something that I would typically get, and I don't actually get eyeliners very often, but it's something that I've been wanting to try out a little bit more. So first, we went in with the eyeshadow palette, and I went in with the shade Limoncello, and that is my crease shade, kind of my transition shade. This tone right here is one of my favorites to use as a crease shade, as a transition shade for myself, my skin tone. So then I went in with the shade Sun Giant, and at first I was just going to put that on the outer edges, but then I decided to just put it all over the lid. This one, I didn't have a problem blend-wise with Limoncello, but Sun Giant I kind of did, and I don't know if it's maybe the brush that I used, but I had a bit of a problem, a hard time with, it looked a little bit patchy as I was putting it on my lid, because I mostly used like a flat shader brush and kind of packed it on and then tried to blend it a little bit. And on this eye right here, this is the first eye that I did, when I was trying to put it just on the outer edge, it kind of just stuck and it wouldn't blend out very well, which is also one of the reasons why I decided to just go ahead and put it all over the lid. And then for the lower lash line, I went back into the shade Limoncello and I put that all along the lower lash line. And then we move on to our liners. So I ended up using both liners in this look. For the lower lash line and for my waterline, I used this one. It is the shade Sunnyvale. It's the brown shade. This one is matte. And then I also created a wing with that look. That was my initial wing that I created, kind of underneath right here. And then I went over top with the gold shade. This is the shade Sub-Zero. And I love this shade right here. Now, I will tell you, I had a bit of a hard time with the actual performance of these liners, in that both of them on the first use, the gold one was actually when I was trying to swatch them on my hand, the tip came off. And then the brown one, the same thing happened, but when I was trying to put it on my lid. So I had heard that these are great because they're soft, you know, and easy to use, and they just glide on, but they might be a little too soft. But other than that, it is really like you get great pigmentation with just one swipe. I really love it, especially for the waterline. I loved the gold color. It actually went over top pretty well. And I even drew on top of the brown a little bit, and it still shows up and is very vibrant. So I really like it. The only problem I had with these liners, as I said, was they were a little crumbly and maybe a tiny bit too soft. And now for our last two products. Those are the lip glosses. So I got both of the glosses, just like with the liners. These are the only two liners that are in the collection. These are the only two lip glosses that are in the collection. I decided to get both. So we have the shades Always Sunny and then Sun Soaked. Always Sunny is more of a just straight up like top gloss. It's actually what I'm wearing on my lips right now. And then Sun Soaked has a bit of a pink, peachy hue. This is just by itself. Both of these though I think would look great and would probably look better over top like a matte liquid lipstick or another like pigmented gloss. There's not a huge difference between the two on the lips. I think you could definitely get away with only getting one of these and you wouldn't be missing out on the other one. Alright, so that is it for this review and this try-on. As far as my final thoughts, I pretty much liked everything in the collection. I don't think you'll go wrong with any Colourpop products that you get. They have a lot of releases, so I don't think anything is one of those. I don't think any of these products are one of those that you like have to get right now. If you've really been wanting an all matte palette that's pretty simple and like kind of everyday, go ahead and get it. If you don't see something you like, wait for the next collection. It'll probably come out next week. I've pretty much liked everything from Colourpop that I've ever tried. I still haven't tried any of their face products though. I haven't tried their foundations, tinted moisturizers. Oh, I have tried a tinted moisturizer, but I got the wrong shade. That's what it was. So I ended up having to I didn't actually put it all on my face. I ended up just giving it to my mom. They have great eyeshadows. They're pigmented, they blend out easily. I love their ultra glossy lips. I've got quite a few, as you may have seen on my lip gloss collection video, which if you haven't seen that, I'll link that up in the cards above. Yeah, I have quite a few of their ultra glossy lips. So one of my favorite lip gloss formulas. Love their Brow Boss Gel, my favorite makeup product, period, most likely. Sorry, I basically just knocked my camera off my desk, so if things like all of a sudden look different, that is why. The gel liners I had never tried from Colourpop before. I really like them. But yeah, I really like everything in this collection. I don't think you could go wrong with anything if you decide to buy something. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Also be sure to give this a thumbs up. Go follow me over on Instagram. I will leave a link in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.